Hello you guys, welcome to my channel, welcome to another Tuesdays in the Attic, playing along with Kay's mom here on YouTube and Instagram. That's Jen. She's a good friend from Canada. We are playing with the Freaky Fest formulas from the scrap room. We started from the beginning when the blog started, I did, and then Jen joined me last year I think in January, and we are now in the 2019s for the Freaky Fest formulas. I don't know how caught up Jen is. I'm not very caught up. This is one which was supposed to be actually in March, because I got very, 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 very behind, but now I'm getting caught up. So now I will only be behind 3, because I will not have the one who's supposed to be done today. So I'll only be behind 3 after this one. So that is not bad. Before it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was like 9. So yeah, it's gotten pretty bad. So, like I said, Freaky Fest formula from 2019. I am cutting all my parts, but I will tell you what they were. It did flash on the screen there real quick. So we need a 6x9, a 4x4, a 4x12, a 2x7, and 3 2-inch circles. So I'm using my How to Kill a Kit with Style, and if you notice, we're doing quarterly kits now, because we were all realizing that we had big kits or not a lot of time, and no one was really killing kits. And this way we can have bigger kits and take our time, and luck will have it, probably I will still not kill this kit, but my goal is to try. I'm using a Paper Issues kit from a few years ago. This is the second layout I've created. So I did create one already. I did not create a video with it. It was actually while other videos were being processed and editing, I made a page off camera. So I will have this one and that one posted on Instagram probably later this week. If not today, we'll see. Depends on how much I get done. But I, yes, am playing with this. So I wanted to play, I had... Yes, already started. So I and cut apart some of the papers. So I have this grid paper that I cut a frame out of. So I'm going to use that as my background, and I'm going to grab some white cards, or it's not my background, it's a frame for the background. And I'm just going to grab some white cardstock. But I've cut my 4x12 out of that rainbow paper. Some of you may recognize that. I believe that was Amy Tan. I did not write down any of the collections or anything, so I apologize. It's just gonna happen. And then my 4x4 I did out of a red plaid paper. I don't remember what that collection is. Yeah, I'm not very helpful. And then these P13 papers, I love the colors in them. I'm just kind of going with the solids. And I did my 6x9 out of that. And then my, where's my 2x7? Oh, yep, 6x9, 2x7. 4x4 is the red. And then my 3 circles are actually, I grabbed from, they are chipboard circles. They're the insides of some circle frames that came in a Allie Edwards collection. So I'm using that Allie Edwards collection. It was a quarterly kit, I think called Go, travel themed or adventure themed. I'm using that in this South Dakota album that I'm creating, or the Black Hills album that I'm creating, and I'm working on that. And that and like a mishmash of a bunch of other collections that are kind of travel, adventure, outdoor themed. So I pulled those in because the colors matched the rainbow colors so well. I thought, why cut out circles when I have 2-inch circles already made? So I'm going to fiddle a bit with how I want this layout, and I do ultimately flip it around. Because my photos are all facing to the right. But I've got 3 photos of my son atop of a carved bison. You've seen some other videos if you are watching my channel of me doing some pages lately with this trip, and of my son on some carved animals. When you go to Keystone in South Dakota, there's this big, what is it? It's just this big area where all these wood carved things are, and there's a bunch of photo ops, so you can hop on the bison and take a picture. So that's what we did. So there, now I have shifted everything to the left. I'm going to use, I've got my rainbow all the way across. I've got my white cardstock. I have inked the edges of that with an orange for my pink fresh inks. And now I'm splattering with that as well. And I did rough up the edges of most of my papers. I roughed up the edges of that. I will of the rainbow paper, the yellow paper, all the papers actually. Yes, I just can't do the circles because they're chipboard. I mean, I could, but they would look pretty gnarly if I did that. So I've got this down, popped up on foam because in this lovely kit came a pom-pom border, and I thought it would be perfect to put that orange pom-pom border on the bottom. So that is what we're doing here. And I like to pop things up on foam and then I can tuck it in under there and just put like a big blob of glue all the way along where I'm going to put the pom-pom border. And then it usually stays. It usually doesn't do too much. It's not like you're going to be yanking on or anything. It's just going in an album. So that Nuvo Deluxe holds that pretty good. So we're just building layers here. So I've got the rainbow across, and then the 6x9 will be going vertical, and so will the 2x7 kind of tucked along the photos. And then I am going to cut the 4x4 in half so that I can stretch it a little bit so it pops out and banners on either side of the photos instead. I'm going to banner edge or fishtail edge that as well. Which is super fun. So now I'm getting my photos laid down, trying to figure out what order I want them. And I will ultimately pop them up on foam as well because the chipboard circles are so thick that they do not lay right. I do kind of cut all that out because I lay them down and then I pull them all up and I put all and then I fuss with putting the foam adhesive on the photos. So I've got a lot of dimension going on with this layout, but it fits in my photo album just fine, no problem at all. I'll do that here in a second because I gotta start getting, this is where I have cut the 4x4 in half and I am distressing it. So I love all the color on this and I'm not afraid to use it, but it is a lot. So I just wanted to balance the colors. And using that rainbow as the background, or as like the biggest piece behind, kind of helps tie all the colors in. So I think that gives you free reign to do as much color as you want on the rest of your page. All right, so I've got those chipboard circles down, and now I'm going to add kind of little clusters on each of the chipboard circles. So I start with, in this kit as well, there were some fabric ephemera pieces. They're not really stickers because you can't peel and stick, but some fabric pieces. One was this little tag that just says, "This journey called life," and it's a nice green, so I'm going to put that by the blue circle. And then I start creating and I'm going to put some it's a tag, so it's a tag, it's shaped like a ticket kind of, but it's a tag. So I'm going to put some string or twine in there. And then I want to use, I'm trying to, it's trying to kill a kit, so I want to use as much of this as possible. And the colors all go really well. There's so many different colors in that rainbow paper that I could add whatever I wanted and it would match, I think, essentially almost. So I start putting down this label that says Exploring from L Studio. And I'm starting to go, that's a lot of green in one blob. I have kind of different colors in the other cluster areas. Like I said, the circles are kind of my cluster areas. And I don't want green on green on green on green. So I'm playing with it and I swap out the green Explore tag or label. And I swap it for just a dark blue one. And then I can add the two other little fabric ephemera pieces. One is a dark green label tab thing and the other one looks kind of like a ticket tab thing, so I'll put those down over there and start kind of layer them up on that blue. And then there is a little bit of green, but now there's more colors so it doesn't just scream green. I'm going to put down my title down here on the bottom. I'm going to nestle it on that spot and we're just going to do Bison Cowboy with these adorable alphas. And I believe Bella Boulevard, is that what they are? I think so. I really like the font on these ones. Like I said, I don't have the materials in front of me, and I did this over a week ago now. So I don't remember the names of all the all the pieces. But then these are Ellie Edwards word phrases, and like I said, I'm using this one kit of hers in this album, so I am not afraid to dig into it for any page that I put on. So I'm going to grab a sticker that just says favorite and stick that on one of the labels up there in that cluster. And I did tuck that label that I did not use over there. I tucked it up top to bring some green up there, because then I have a little bit of green kind of everywhere. I don't end up having green in the bottom right, but that's okay. But here's some close-ups. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. Like, subscribe, stay tuned for more. We'll see you next time. Bye.